Hey there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. What a marvelous, marvelous Sunday it is. Wait. Let me set the scene. I am in Chicago. It is like 75, 80 degrees, blue skies, sun just brilliantly there, beaming down on you. It feels so good, right? But there's enough shade that when you get too hot, it's okay because you got the shade. Chicago's got a lot of tree-lined streets. That's what I love about it. And then there's a nice wind coming along, and it's at a good enough clip that it keeps you warm but not hot. And then, of course, I mean, this is the thing about spring in Chicago. We have been locked in our homes. And I wasn't here, obviously, all through the winter. I was in Jackson Hole and I was here, but I get the feeling because I was in Jackson Hole pretty much just hanging out in my bedroom. Like, it was not glorious. And everyone is, coming out and feeling the sun and like morphing into these very kind communal humans that smile and walk down the street and say hello and good day, and it's a really nice time of year because even without their wanting to, people like melt a little bit on those first days of spring. And today is just one of those most gorgeous days. And of course, it's even better because it's Mother's Day, right? Happy Mother's Day. I wonder how many like breakfast in beds and can I tell you, I love having crushed ice in my drinks because for so many years, the chemo I was on, I couldn't have anything cold, but now I can. The little gift certificates that kids make for massages and stuff like that is happening today. Is Mother's Day an American thing, or is it a global? Pardon me. I actually don't know that. Is that something that we just celebrate here? I love, like, today being just the most perfect day. When you're walking down the streets, you've got the greens are lit, right? They've had enough time to come alive. Like, spring has started a couple weeks ago here in Chicago, and today is just, I would call it maybe one of the first days of summer, it feels like, but I know we're just a little too early. But who knows the way the world is working today. The flowers are out, everything's peaking, blooming. It's just, and then all the families are out with their kids, right? Families come out of their houses and the kids who have been inside playing in the winter. I got to give it to parents that have kids in the city of Chicago during the winter. You've got 6 to 8 months where it is just brutal outside. Why do we live here? Because we love it. Oh. And I'm ridiculously excited by all of this and so joyous, as you can see, because I don't understand today at all. I woke up this morning and my leg barely hurt. And I don't know if that's because I found the right pain medication, but it doesn't make any sense because I've been doing the same thing now for weeks. So why today? It's really strange. One of the things with my foot is below the knee. I really just don't have good, it's like really dead, and I'll tell it, like my foot will be like this and I'll tell it to like pull itself up, right? You should just be able to pull your foot up, right? But I'll tell it to pull itself up and it's like, that's it. It's all I can do. And I'm like, I'm encouraging it. I'm rooting for it. And she just cannot lift up, right? Today I woke up, my foot's moving. My foot's moving. What's that? That's, so I was able to go outside today, and I actually felt strong enough because not only in this moment in time, and this is all we have is this moment in time, right? This has been my thing this week, for right here, right now, because, oh, you have to. I was able to take my dog for a walk. Oh, Tilly, come here. Come up and say hi. Come on. I know you're tired because there we go. Tilly and I went for a walk. Do you know how like huge that is? Because of the rib, I haven't been able to walk her, not the leg, forget the leg, just the rib. I haven't been able to walk her since January, pretty much, or February, because she, if she pulls or anything, like it would crush me. But I mean, I can lift my arm today. I can still hear it crunch though. I don't know. I'm very excited. I hope it continues tomorrow, but for right here, right now, I am really not in much pain. My leg is functioning. I came back, I'm gonna take a break. I thought I'd take a moment and share with you and say hello. And then I'm going to try to go out by myself for a walk so I can go a little bit more at my own pace and see if I can make it to the park. You know that park. We have spent so much time in that park. I want to make it to the park and see if I can walk around a little bit and enjoy a little bit more of this gorgeous day. Wow. Yeah, it's been quite the miraculous day. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Oh, what's happening? Oh, hold on one sec. I think Tilly might have got a little hot. Give me 1 second. Hey there, welcome back. Thanks for your patience. So ever since Matilda was little, my dog, when you take her for a walk, and I shouldn't say she got too hot. It's when it's just a little bit warm. That's why we live in Chicago. She loves the winter, but it gets a little bit warm and you can't give her water right away after her walk because she throws up. So I usually like wait. And so she was just like kind of begging me for a little bit of water. So I broke down because it's a beautiful day, and how can you be stern on a beautiful day? So since it is a beautiful day and it's Mother's Day and we're celebrating, I'm gonna keep this short. I will give you some details of, let's see, what do we got? This exciting stuff coming up. So I figured out a little bit more about what's happening medically with me. It is a spinal cord stimulation device, and the work that is happening in the next like 2 weeks is I'm getting an MRI on the leg. They're doing an EMG, which is in neurology, to see like what's not firing and like how things are working. And then after that, depending on the information they get back, we're gonna implant this device. And it's new. I've read a lot about it. They've been using it years to like control bladder control and things like that. And everything that I've read sounds really awesome. And it's a non-narcotic way to get through this. Like, I just don't feel that I'm at the time to I know it's not about drugs. It's not about taking drugs. I'm okay otherwise right now in this moment, in this time. If this rib heals and this leg just, at least whether it functions, how it functions or not is I'm okay with how it functions. It's the pain. If I could get the pain under control, then I'd be glorious. And I don't want to be knocked out on narcotics, not yet. And also too, just as I have always felt, is if you start these drugs, then you build tolerance up to it. And if I had started these drugs years ago, that tolerance at this point, I would be just knocked out on drugs, because already the hydrocodone that I'm taking, I went from like 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams to like, I mean, it just within weeks, because your body got used to it so quickly. So I'm really excited about this. If it doesn't work, if that's not what's happening, then we're talking about putting in a device that gives morphine direct to my leg, because I really don't have pain in the rest of my body. It's pretty much my leg. So a lot of discussions, a lot of things going on. I'm willing to do it because, you know, crazy enough, I'm still alive. I wasn't supposed to be here yet again in this spring. You know, January came, my treatment options came to an end, and yet shortly after that, a newly approved FDA pill came out. I started taking it, and it's working. It's inhibiting the growth of the cancer. I just had scans last week. No growth. Like, what is that? That's insane, right? So, you know, I'm just gonna, for right here, right now, yeah, I'm gonna go through all these tests, and I'm gonna figure out if this thing works. You know, if I'm only still here through the summer, that's great. Like, if I can function, you know, come on. That's, I feel a responsibility. I feel a responsibility to my cancer brethren. Like, we have to try this new science. We have to do this for each other, whether it works for me or not. If they can figure out that, you know, they could have implanted this thing 6 months ago, right? Instead of just dismissing a cancer patient as it's just neuropathy and nothing you can do, you know? Mary suffered, my friend just passed away like a week or two ago. She suffered for years with a bum leg, just pain, and to not be able to do things. Like, I understood, Mary and I, we ran businesses. We built businesses together. We built kitchens together. I mean, not together, but in our careers. And we always, that self-reliance, to lose that is really hard. That's why I'm okay if I don't get mobility back, but I would like to at least figure out the pain. So I'm not gonna like totally get excited yet, but something I was thinking a lot about this week is that the only thing greater than fear is hope. I mean, when you lay down and you envelop yourself in fear, wow, it is some powerful stuff, and rightfully so. The stuff that I'm going through is scary shit, you know. So, but I promised myself in the beginning. That I would shit rainbows, that I wouldn't get lost, that I wouldn't lose a day to, you know. And these last couple of months have been really hard. It was just like last summer when I ended up in the hospital, but I came out of that quicker and I came out stronger. This has been, I haven't been able to, there's no bounce back. It just keeps going. But hope is greater than fear, you know, and I'm going to believe in that. And because I owe that to my friend Mary, and I owe that to, you know, my cancer brethren and myself. So that means that I'm going to go through that, and then really, you know, the rib is healing, and I think that everything else, yeah, we're just okay in this moment. And like I said, today, I don't know what this is. I am marveling. I'm so sad my wife is not here in this moment. She has to get her foot surgery doctor to like do MRIs and see if she can get the boot off, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And so unfortunately she is not here in this moment, but that's okay. I am going to I just had a friend shared a playlist with me, and so I'm going to don my earbuds and head out and see if I can make it to the park. I have all day, right? So the bummer part is there's not a lot of sitting. The city really does a lot of architecture to prevent people from sleeping on things that they build, and so there's not a lot of like places that you can chill. That's the only part that makes me, but you know what? I don't care. I'll sit on the curb. If I can get up, I'll be okay. Okay, well, again, happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. I will see you next Sunday.